and welcome back everybody. This is Henzai Suru, and we're back with another weekly reset. Alright, so far our progress. I'm at 209 in my PvE gear. I still have Kiefers, but hopefully either this week or next week, I'll be able to finally upgrade the shoulder piece to Invokers. So I'll finally have the best in slot for PvE content, which is this one. So even though haste isn't our best stat, it's still, with its duration and with its very specific window on our Zuen, it becomes a very nice burst cooldown. Because this will be a 20-second duration as compared to Kiefer's, which is just 6. So Kiefer's is just mainly good for getting in, getting that Serenity, getting off a really strong Rising Sun kick in PvP, or in a PvE setting, it's really good for, say, Mythic plus non-bosses, where you can just go target, crit chance reset. You got 6 seconds of a burst window, tab, next target, next 6 seconds of a burst window, tab target, and you just do a massive amount of DPS in Mythic plus between Kiefer's and Calculated Strikes. I really need to find the upgraded version of this, but this is amazing for Mythic Plus and rating. It basically just buffs the hell out of your spinning crane kick. So that plus your Dance of Chiji, which should be your baseline anyway, your spinning crane kick is just hitting tremendously hard. Alright, so as usual, we're going to pick up our weekly Anima quest. Last week, we were all finally able to finish off our trees. We're currently at 30 renown, so now it's a little bit less, less stressful, and we can just kind of focus on doing whatever we want to do instead of really plugging away at this Anima quest, weekly quest. So now we've got all the way down to Let's Go to the Past, which essentially stacks up really nice with all the rest of our stuff and just essentially gives us a nice baseline 3% extra magic resistance, which it's just a nice little bump up there, especially when you consider stacking that up with something like Inner Strength. Yeah, it's a nice little bump up there, but honestly I just tend to run Diffuse because it's just the nicest utility of the three. I'll run Dampen Harm if I'm up against a burst comp, and then Inner Strength I'll run against something a little more steady, like say I got a healer and then the enemy has, like, I don't know, 2 warriors or a Death Knight or something a little bit more low-key. Alrighty, well, let's get into it. Alrighty, we're in Ouroboros. Let's pick up our weekly PvPs. This week we have regular arenas, and we have arena skirmishes. That should be very straightforward. Shouldn't have any issues in that. Alrighty. Now, normally my rule of thumb is you do the weekly boss first and then you do this. Let's see, this week's weekly boss. Looks like it's going to be an Arden Wield, which is this one. Auronamos. Is there anything we need from him? Gloves could be an upgrade. Pants could be an upgrade. And even though it's not as good item level, better stats than, yeah, still a 4% upgrade from that Mythic. I want to say it's the Mythic 9 it would replace. Okay. So we will not, since there's a few upgrades, we're not going to select anything from in here yet. Pet battles. I know some people who love their pet battles, but I am not one of them. I think I've never gotten any traction from it. Okay, so we're avoiding gloves, we're avoiding... What are we avoiding? Okay, we're avoiding gloves, rings, and leg plates. Good. None of those are here to trip us up. 200 and 7% on the belt. That could be nice. Haste first. So our worst stat and our best stat, but with a socket. So that's... Oh... I'm thinking that's gonna be our best upgrade, to be honest. Yeah, okay, Leech and Haste, that's horrible. Item level 200. Congrats on your 3% upgrade. That is literally the exact same item I already have. I only have one choice and it doesn't conflict with anything the world boss could drop for us, so we'll go with that. 216 belt. And then we're definitely going to put at least our second best stat on that, so we'll put some mastery on it. Yeah, because it does have that slot, which is nice, so I'll put some mastery on it. Crit versus haste. Mainly haste. Ugh. See, if it were not for my add-on crunching the numbers for me and letting me know this is a 7% upgrade, just because probably just the item level. Yeah, this was mainly crit before with a minor inverse. So if I throw a prismatic, that'll level out. So let's make that a priority. I want that dragon. I want the infinite time reverse so bad. For years, I just look at it and I'm like, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty. Because before I got my favorite dragon in the game, it was one of the only armored, armored true dragons with horns and everything. But this beauty right here, it's just so far beyond all other mounts in the game for me. So, let's get that socket. And you know, while we're at it, let's upgrade our, let's get Invokers this week. You know, let's just do it. Alright, so we're at the auction house. Cha-ching! So, I'm going back and forth between what stats I want on this. In all honesty, okay, so haste mastery. My crit's decent. My mastery's through the roof. In all honesty, I should probably just boost this with more versatility, because that is our main stat. Yeah, I'm gonna just boost it with more verse. Is there anything else I can do here? No. No. Okay. So, versatility. That's gonna be us right there. So what I'm looking for here is I'm seeing the item levels and how they're progressing down. And so even though some are epic, some are green and all that, I know some of them are probably from like previous expansions. So like 12 versatility, 2 versatility, 1 versatility, etc.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright. Oh, also, you'll notice I'm trying really hard to throw together a really nice, solid green transmog. Definitely the boots and the gloves are what I'm working on right now. But the rest of it's coming together very nicely. Super happy with it. Boop. Oh, no, I didn't put us at 20%. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty, the moment I've been farming 2 or 3 weeks for. What is this thing? Hold on. My curiosity is piqued. What is this? Oh, that counts as his body? are. Okay. About the moment I've been waiting for. Finally.
What have you found?
I'm gonna get my Invokers. Invokers Delight. We're putting Versatility and Mastery on it, which are our two best stats. And we're running the second to best one. The best one costs you 5,000 Soul Ash, which I do not have yet, but I'll work towards it. Let's do it! Ooh, shiny. Yay. Invoker's Delight. Supposedly the best PVE monk legendary. So right now I have 3 legendaries. I have Kiefer's, which was the one I originally rolled with, because it's the first one that I got from the first world boss, like week 2 of release. Then I went with Escape from Reality for PvP content specifically, just because it's so good in there. And then it took me a little while to get to the end of the raid to actually get this one, but finally I finished Invokers. So if we take off this legendary, throw on Invokers. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. Woo! Excited to test this hush puppy out. Like a Mortal Kombat character. Somewhere between Raiden and Shao Kahn. Alright, let's test this baby out. I'm excited. Alright, so we're going to go into upper reaches, where everything does a lot of damage. So keep it in mind, go a little defensive. I'm gonna go Inner Strength just for damage reduction. Ring of Peace or Good Karma, that's up to you. Income's gonna be great in here because we have skeletons. So after floor 3, our income's gonna shoot through the roof. I'm gonna do Ring of Peace just because it's so much more versatile than anything else. Okay, targets. So your main target will explode, dealing 5% of its max health to everything around it, or Provoke has a 20% chance to cast Touch of Karma. I prefer this. The only thing you need to know about this is what you do. So you take your macro for your Tiger Palm, then you add a line, /cast Provoke. So every time you do Tiger Palm, it's now going to provoke, which whatever the cooldown is for that, which I think is like 8 seconds or so. Problem is, when you leave here, you need to take that line out. If you don't, there's gonna be a problem for the next group you join. I've done this before. I've gone from Torghast to a raid, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're doing so much damage, you're pulling," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what it is." But, I mean, just having passive karma, so like 20% passive karma out the rip, especially in a place where they're going to be stacking damage, like, can't beat it. Okay, let's try Invokers. Haste? How do I have 39% haste? Oh. Because it ups it by 33, not 30. Got it. Super nice quality of life here. Yeah, crit damage and healing. 18% crit damage. Just super nice quality of life. This is definitely amazing. Dealing nature damage has a chance to inflict your target with Storm Cycle, dealing 1,695 damage every 1 second indefinitely. It's that last word that really sets that apart. Indefinitely. So, in theory, you can do nature damage to something, which is a decent amount of, which is some of our damage here. And it'll just stick to them. So in theory, you could just kite a boss into eternity if you wanted to. It'll take a while, but you'll always win. Because it just stays there forever. It's like having infinite corruption. Focus target. Or something easier than Cold Heart, and I don't even know why. This stuff should be doing more damage. Maybe it's just because I'm getting better abilities. Yeah, they're just better. Attacks have a chance. See, so that previous thing, right? Stacked up with something like this. So your attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of lightning, dealing 1695 nature damage to your target. Those two things do stack up. So there's a chance of shooting lightning at your target and then having it put a dot on it that lasts forever. Crit and healing. Max that out. With all this crit damage increase, I almost want to run Keefers. Yeah, the quality of life, choosing that touch of karma.
I need to get closer.
So, the other one is cooldowns reduced by 30 seconds. Which, that one's definitely good. Don't get me wrong. But right now, I just want to get started strong. But for us, Soul Remnants are percentage of agility, so 10 Soul Remnants, 10% agility. And agility is crit, it's damage. And yes, Ravage hurts, but I can heal around it. Alright. I think we're good. And I am just killing pretty much every ad, because you want enough Phantasma in order to buy the orb on floor 3. It makes a world of a difference once you get to the final floor, because you can buy out the entire store if you do it correctly. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Tiger Tail Sweep, which reduces the cooldown on leg sweep and increases its yardage. But that 10 seconds that you get off of that is equivalent to 2 stacks of the leg sweep anima power. So, for these, basically you go up to him and you stop and you wait for him to shoot. Do your thing. I was a little too close that time. Way to ruin my example. For sections like this, he's going to run. So you're going to CC him. Root here. I don't know what happens if you let him go all the all the way, but I never let them do it. Okay, I gotta focus. Sloppy. And these aren't even difficult sections. I'm just being sloppy. You just sidestep that. Wait for that. Forward. What you're looking for here is this line on the ground, and you just move in between them. There's another one. Line on the ground. This is where that ends. See, and then that's how you do it. You just wait. For these, line on the ground. Wait. 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 That's early. All the way, yes. I love that. First activate it by clicking roll. First one's going to be Tiger, second one's going to be Crane. Crane's the one you want. That being said, I wonder how this is going to interact with Invokers, because if Invokers is an extra 33% haste buff, is that going to then turn into Mastery and Versatility? Alright, let's do a test run. So right now, Mastery's at 38 versus at 26. It does not. However, if we roll, it will stack up with haste. So it'll be a 79% haste buff if you're Tiger style. But it will not, Crane style will not transfer it over to Versatility and Mastery. I guess it only works for baseline. Got it. Watch for the thing on the ground. That one's better. I mean,
It's too far away.
both of them are just slight quality of life increases. Last run, I just got completely bombarded with them, so I'm like, alright, let's make the most of it, stack it up a little bit, but preferably, I don't want to be blackout kicking a lot. If I do blackout kick, I want to throw like 2 or 3 of them in a row, and then go back to my main rotation. But my focus is definitely not on blackout kicking. Because then otherwise you get into certain bad habits where you're reducing the cooldown and you're not using Rolling Dragon Punch beforehand. Okay, we'll stagger our cooldowns. Basically, it's just critical shots you gotta mind on these guys. Alright, now for the big cooldown, let's test this out. Switch it over to Tiger. 79% haste. Oof. Yeah. Increase file healing by 25%. I've got my file rigged into Fort Brew, so it just makes my super defensive button even more super. I have 218, which is just shy of the 250 I need. It's not good. Just gotta short it. I still have no good answer for it. I just kind of eat a little damage on those. Shame, I'm gonna be a little anima short. Boss here is the anima hunger. Yep, I'm gonna be short. Ah, that is frustrating. Okay. I can't get any of the good ones. Play it safe. I'm just gonna play it safe. Yeah, definitely from my experience, Invokers beats Keepers in anything except for trash mob clearing. This is always good to have because as you're tab targeting through them, you're getting healed. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna switch out. Can't do that now. I'll stay put with what I got. This one, you want to kill off tower sentinels because they'll put this passive debuff on you so long as they're on a floor. So haste decreased by 5%, movement speed. Mainly just a nuisance, except for the haste, which can influence your healing and ability cooldowns. Oh, someone wants to be crafty. Like here, this group alone would have been 50 Phantasma, and instead it's 7.
I'm out of
Ready. Beat him up. Legendary doesn't play. Rising Sun Kick of Doom. I really do wish if you like crit one-shot kill something with Rising Sun Kick, it'll like Mortal Kombat them through the ceiling. That would be nice. Avoid that. And in my experience, sometimes they will turn last second and cast it, which is a major pain and wholly unfair, but why I don't take 2 of these at the same time. Had it where last minute he's just like, and turn my cone. Celerity or leg sweep. I think no. Yeah. Reduce the cooldown on roll and give me another stack of it. Avoid the cone. myself off. This is my happy place. My bubble. Oh, what's hurting so bad? Like... Not a lot of rares this run. Save your heals for Ravage. Save your stun for Roar. Take it. Ah. That might kill me. Come on. My touch of death didn't go off in time.
I need to get closer.
Whereas before I would default on my weapons of order a lot more. Now it's Zuin that's the strong cooldown. Usually dismiss you, but
My pleasure.
rally my morale. I really wish I could like program him with different songs. Kind of like how we used to what was it? Garrisons. Garrisons used to have a record player there that you could go and collect music. I really wish they'd do that for my bard. Interrupt that. Whew, that was a doozy. This one does 1, 2, 4. 1, 2. All. 2. An additional stack of Mystic Touch for 3 seconds is an extra 5% physical damage. So, 3 seconds for a 5% physical damage increase. Not bad. Not bad. Seriously, just want him to start singing different songs. Shackles. doing. This I really don't get a lot of use out of, honestly. It just really don't. This is good if you stack it, but I'm gonna just go for quality of life because we're already on floor 5, and then to try and build out a corrosive build on floor 5 is just not viable. Melted.
I need to.
Really careful with this claw. Down. Okay. I don't have it.
I'm out of range.
They say you've been to the mall. What's it smell
He's like, we've heard you've been to the mall. It's like, is anyone gonna tell him we're in the mall? Yeah, that's not good. Woo. There it goes. 40% damage, damage mirroring, however, you can't walk backwards. So for this, honestly, I just get in position and I try and stay fairly still. Otherwise, I tend to go past the targets. Also, this doesn't work for shield builds. So, if I'm not taking the damage, it's not getting redirected, obviously. But sometimes you don't think about it and you're like, wait a minute, why'd my DPS go down so sharply? Does make you a little better at positioning. It's hard to adjust positioning when you can't move backwards.
It's too far away.
Not as bad as the, oh god, what is it? It's trying to run Motragar when you have the buff that makes it so you can't jump, and then you're on the chains, and you can't navigate them without falling off properly sometimes. That's the worst. Normally I would take this, but we're not going to be able to ramp that up enough for it to be worth it. So just a flat 6% mastery is nice, because that's just straight damage.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
There's people that are casting that. Seem like she's gonna whatever. I'm like, surely she does something else. Let's deal. How much is Zuin doing? Not enough to even make my meter. Yeah, Zuin's not even making the meter. So I'll just go, because the last boss doesn't do any of these, so I'm gonna just go crit chance. If the boss were, say, like a caster with a debuff, I'd totally go that last one, but I remember before they nerfed this place, that used to be 75% of your health if they could just land one of those crushing blows on you. It hurt. Not the best place that you want to freeze. Like, yeah, hold on a second. I'm just gonna pull like 10 guys. Let me freeze right there. Thanks. Two freezes in a row? Really? I can't afford... Like, I can't afford freezing right here. My God, that was stupid. Almost died from nothing.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Get a chance. I'm definitely putting this brand new SSD in this computer so that nonsense won't ever happen again. Or at least it'll be greatly reduced. Fly through that one. Okay, definitely Eye of the Tiger. Pros and cons of Eye of the Tiger. One, I don't usually roll with it because it undermines your paralysis. But the pro with this build is going to be it's going to put this on them much more consistently. So we're going to get that debuff on them much more consistently. So if I need to kite them, it's going to be much easier to do steady damage.
I offer
Alright,
only the finest.
burst, 3%. Already got the DPS potion. I love that one. Roll.
Until our next
Okay. If I need to be mobile, this is a decent build. I got my Steward Potion. Alright, I'm good to go. Set my copy here. Just gonna wait for those cooldowns. And we'll get started. Five, four. Mastery him first. Okay, so this one's one I want to roll with. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this thing. I slow on him while I'm thinking about it. Forgot to pop that potion. Kill those orbs off so he can't devour them. Nice, easy, solid kill without having to pop my defensive cooldowns. That's another thing I gotta experiment with. Okay, 20 seconds after summoning your Celestial. It's not whenever you have your Celestial up. Okay, got it. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun time.